also has turned off my TV a couple times. It feels like someone's watching me, and the lights have flickered on and off, on and off.
That explains the guy outside your window. Tony and Janine.
Janine! That's my grandma!
There's something that happened in that closet too. I hate to say that. Something evil maniacal.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Dickweed.
I moved in about 3 weeks ago on Center Avenue here, and the spirit here walks around my living room from the bathroom door to my front door, and then he taps on the glass of my TV stand. Oh, and I'll tell you guys, he also has turned off my TV a couple times at night, and it's weird because I sometimes fall asleep with the TV on and like it's off and it never shuts off. Like, or if I'm in the middle of a movie, it turns off. And I'm like, oh man, you don't like that? Like, all right, I'll change the channel. Like, I don't know what to do. And then I also have had in the kitchen. And that's really all that's happened to me here. So,
Leo.
spooky.
It just said mail.
Mail?
I got my ghost tube on my phone. It just said mail. So, and for people that don't know, this is Sylvia. She is my former neighbor, and she's gifted. Very gifted.
Can we talk about her gift really quick? So my aunt just passed, and she had never met her, and this woman just told me something that no one knows except for me and my family, and
Yeah, that same thing with me, because she saw my grandma in my.
Hear him.
Says, can you hear him?
sometimes.
So she saw my grandma in my living room, and that day I was just like, it was after my mom died, and I was just like, I just want a sign for my mom. That's all I want. And then we just happened to start talking, and she tells me about this. And she describes my grandma perfectly, and she tells me that my mom is in a place recovering from the trauma of her life, and that's why she hasn't come through to me. But the weirdest thing, about 3 months ago, I started hearing this name in my head that my mom used to call me. No one else.
Stuck.
I'm stuck. So
What you're talking about?
yeah, it's not. I know this spirit probably wants to talk about himself, not me in my life.
Yeah.
So, which is fine. We're not here for me, but I'm just trying to show you how she totally validated it, because
You're back.
you're back. Well, that just went off. The cat ball. There's a cat ball in that dish. So Sylvia was saying that it's a man with suspenders, and he keeps walking through the house, but he's not used to the walls being up, so
Right.
he just keeps walking. There's this REM pod over here that you can touch. All you have to do is just get near it, and it'll go off.
It's what I want.
Okay, chills. That's what I want.
Okay,
Alright.
we want the same thing. We want to be able to talk to you. We want to help you. If there's anything we can do to help you, that's what we want to do. We don't want to get rid of you. We just don't want you to scare Trisha. We just don't want you to scare her or anyone else in this building. But we are open to you talking to us. I'm open to you touching me. You can touch me. You just can't go into my body and you cannot follow me home. That is the only thing you cannot do.
And I'd like to clarify something. Do not touch me.
So she does not want to be
touching.
touched. I don't mind it. I want to feel it. I want to know. And that's why I'm doing this. I want to know.
So ask it what is outside. What is outside the kitchen window? What comes outside the kitchen window?
What's outside
I
the...
told him.
You feel funny in the kitchen window like somebody's watching you? But do you feel
I
like
usually
it's...
have it actually like down. Like I usually keep it down. It like creeps me out.
Do you feel like it's a human? Like a human spirit? No. It's,
I meant it.
it's not to sound really weird, but it's in a peeping Tom, but it's not a human.
But it's not a human. Yeah, but it's
it
in
goes,
that window.
It goes to different houses.
It does around here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say
It's like a peeping tom,
it's
but it's not.
It's like a gargoyle. Like
Really? Okay.
Yeah,
I
weird.
just wonder. And
That's
the
great,
window,
though.
it's the window that really like creeps me out too. Like it's not like
it's
when
not,
I feel like getting watched. Like it doesn't come from my apartment. It comes from that window, and like someone's like watching inside. So yeah, and it, like
Run now.
run now. Is that what it says?
Why do we have to run?
why would we need to run?
That's
So, I-
interesting.
I know we're going to go something, but like, can you see any other spirits around?
You have several.
Several.
Uh-huh.
I would love to navigate the know, like
Oh.
about my grandma's or anything. I mean, it was so, they were my world. So,
Who wore overalls?
huh?
Who wore overalls?
My grandpa.
Yeah. Hangs around a lot.
Is he? Yeah.
He's not the same one that you saw earlier?
No. These are overalls. These are like bib overalls.
Big.
Blue jean, bib overalls.
Okay.
A lot of coins in his pocket.
Yeah.
So I don't understand. These are older people and you're young.
Run now.
My,
Why does he keep saying run now?
we aren't,
We need to go run and
we're
exercise.
not running.
That's what we need.
My parents are old.
Run now.
Oh,
So,
I see.
yeah. So,
Okay,
unfortunately.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
They all
They're
look
our
alike.
age.
They're like, my
They're
mom
older
is,
than us.
my mom is 60,
Okay.
oh my god, 67 I think.
Yeah, because
And my
these-
dad is 58.
They're older than us because I see her grandparents made old.
Yeah, they
Like
were really old.
my grandparents.
Yeah, they were
age.
really old. My grandma passed away at 94, 93, and then my grandpa passed
And she
away.
was short.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my grandma, she was my woman.
she was
So,
short. She was lippy.
She was. Sad. Yeah.
Which is funny because Jan is not.
No,
And
No, she was joyous.
yeah.
she was.
See,
Yeah.
I
It was
still
a whole different ballgame.
I still feel like
Run now.
Jan, stop it with telling us to run.
We're not
We-
running.
And look, the cat ball's going on.
And it's not even, nobody's moving, nobody's outside.
Yeah.
Oh, the person
Run
outside.
now.
From the person outside. What is that thing outside? That hides during the day
Yeah.
and comes out at dusk.
Yeah, that's usually when I feel it.
Yeah.
I don't think he's the only one here. There's kids.
Run now.
And for some reason, there's a lot of kids. There's like little kids here.
Really?
I don't know why.
Everyone I freaking move.
What is up with the kids? Was this a like orphanage or was it a foster care home?
Talking.
So I was curious, you said like death was my karma. Is that from like my past life?
It's something for you to learn.
Or something for me
For
to
you
learn?
to learn here. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
It's
That makes a
something
lot
to,
of sense.
it's like the good and evil of what you have to learn on this. Because you have a tendency, like I say, to go to the dark side, to
Yeah.
like be depressed or be frustrated
Mhm.
and go into that. But you want to be in the light side. So death is like a ultimate.
Here, and I'm gonna start doing a live.
Wake her up,
Wake up.
whatever you
Wake
want
up.
to
Yeah,
say.
yeah, I get
it's,
it, yeah.
it's just your thing that you have to deal with for
Okay.
you to realize that everything is light and that there are some dark things, but you don't have to delve into it.
Right. I have another question. Is there any cats? that are coming through?
Only, now that you say that, there's one that's probably looks like a Leo lion, like a lion type face. That's it. It's very faint.
Yeah, my baby just passed about 4 months ago now, and he was only a year old. He had a really bad blockage, and it broke me. Yeah, I did
He
not
has a
expect
whole
that.
family on the other side. He's out.
Yeah.
I see him I probably see him more through you than I do actual his energy. But you are, yeah.
Yeah.
Let him go because you keep him here and a part of him stays here. Let him go. He's complete. I mean, like jungle, grass, so many other cats. Like I don't even know why I say this, but he wasn't even supposed to be here in the first place.
I was wondering that. He was at, he had a rough birth, and I ended up saving him.
Yeah, he was in
And
a
like-
borrowed time.
Yeah.
He was living between two worlds.
That's what I was wondering. Yeah, and him playing with the ghosts all the time, he really was. He was always,
Yeah. So
that just caught me so funny.
he's happy as can be,
Yeah.
messing with all the birds
And I
and
was
all
like,
that.
I'm gonna.
No, you'll get another cat, a white cat, but that's
Ooh.
a little bit longer away. Somebody's gonna leave you with a white cat.
Go figure. Great.
Somewhere between 1889, somewhere in there, there's a little controversy. Anyway, the original owner who lived in the house, his name was Honorable Orville August Watrous, W-A-T-R-O-U-S. He was a man of distinction. He was also the mayor of Bay City for a few years.
I did hear that.
Um,
The landlord told me that.
yes.
Not stress.
Pacing.
He had a wife, Martha.
Where?
She did pass away. I don't know if she passed
Explains the
from house or not.
suspenders.
She had cancer. Orville was also a businessman. He owned a lumber company in the area, and he was a member of the Knights Templar.
Oh,
His
interesting.
brother was an officer. I'm not sure of the title. And
Ah.
of course, then also the name was frequented in what I researched for the Odd Fellows. So basically, both had the Knights Templar and the Odd Fellows.
Which are right
Which
by
back
the
then
Masonic
was a
Temple.
lot more open than it is today.
Okay, can you put that up?
Oh,
on
it's
the
not
screen?
temple. Yeah, it's not temple's right there.
Or,
Do you want to hear something weird?
Hmm.
That explains the guy outside your window. He dabbled in weird stuff, and that's what brought that thing to your window. That's what makes it come around, is he comes around and they brought him through. They did strange, whatever they did. Masonic Temple, Templar, whatever
It's
it
right
is.
over there. Yeah.
Yeah. And he stays here. He doesn't know the
Oh, yeah.
times or the year. I mean, it just clicked into place what he was, why he paces. And then this thing, the suspenders. He had money. That's why he's like, I don't see him as like a poor person.
No.
He had money. And but he was stressed. Like, a very nervous person, very nervous man. Constantly.
Interesting.
But I
Did
a
you
lot of-
always did you always have your gift?
Always. talk to things that aren't there. Yeah. She gets
Now, do you
Jealous.
see
I'm
things
so
or just
jealous.
hear
I
things or
hear,
just-
see things. I
Okay.
smell things. When I first walked in here, I could smell that there's like cinnamony in here.
Oh, really?
Okay.
That could be him.
Yeah.
You didn't smell that when you walked in? Like a different, cinnamony smell. I see. I do it all. There's no.
So like all of your senses.
Yeah, they freak out when
Mhm.
things happen. That's why it was like I wasn't hesitant. I just was looking around the building. There was nothing that I felt that was just sort of like, oh, this is a creepy building. Nothing
No,
gave
yeah.
me that indication
That's-
whatsoever.
That's what I felt like when I came in here. I was like, there's something here, but it's not evil. Like it's
Right.
not now. I wasn't like afraid.
But I think that sometimes that guy Orville, I wanted to say W, but it was just such a weird last name and it is. But got messed into something that I don't know. I mean, I'm not back then. But it made him, a little leery. I mean, it's like somebody going into a Ouija board and then going, holy shit, what did we do? That kind of thing. And I don't think he knew what he was. So it made sense with the Templar of why he comes. And it's like clockwork, probably almost every day that thing comes to your window.
I know. That's why I always keep it on.
And
That's
he hides in a,
Yeah.
he hides somewhere, wherever.
Does it just do that?
No, it doesn't do that. It really doesn't do that unless I like
Well, I would think you'd have to have almost a remote, wouldn't you?
push the button. Yeah. Remote's right here.
Let me know and
I just got two names, Toby and Janine. I have no idea.
Janine! That's my grandma!
Oh,
Sorry, I got really excited. Yeah, Janine's my grandma.
One other tidbit of information that I did find out that I forgot. The first message is that Orville did have a son that passed away in the home. His name was Edward,
I want to say Toby.
and he died at the age of 24 from malnourishment. Was the official cause of death on the death
For a
certificate.
rich person to have
So,
a child die of malnourishment.
At 24.
I don't know what the story is there. And back in the 1800s, it very well could have been cancer or something like that, but it did say 24 years old, malnourishment. So that's another thing. It could be angry because he died so young, or maybe he was being abused. This also, from what I read about Orville and the pictures I saw of him, he did not look like a very nice man.
It's good
He
looking.
was very matter of fact, very aggressive type of gentleman. So I just wanted to throw that out real quick.
Aggressive, she said?
Aggressive looking. But I look aggressive looking.
I mean, yeah, I kind of, yeah.
Could you send me a picture?
But yeah,
but I'm
yeah.
not aggressive.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like my friends, they're like, "Are you afraid?" I'm like, "No." I was like, real chill. Like, I get the chill vibe, but
I get the impression that if violence happened, he was more of the person, like wanting to tell but not wanting to be involved and being angry because now he's involved in it. Like somebody murdered your friend. You get three people and you murdered a friend, and then all of a sudden these two people are like, and you're like going, oh my god, now I gotta live with this, and you're just pacing, and you can't live with this, and it's killing you inside. That's what he strikes me as. It's like he's totally friggin', stressed. Anxious.
Even though he's not the one who did it, he still feels guilty.
Yes.
That he can't.
Yeah, that he can't. This is the way of his life, look at, he's got this business, he's mayor, whatever he is, he's in this other stuff.
yeah.
Does
I
your
haven't-
doorknob ever move?
That one has. Around the bathtub that night.
Yeah, talk about that.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, that was it. I was just taking a bath and it moved, like, it just slightly, like, slightly moved, and I was like, okay, time to get out. Like the thing in the window.
I don't think any cleansing will help you.
Okay. I figured.
I would imagine the only thing that you could probably do is sage your own area and keep it as like because calm as possible as yourself.
Yeah.
You know, and people
Yeah.
that enter your home and tell them, you know, like, hey, keep your worries on that side of the door, not
Right,
inside
yeah,
this
don't-
door.
yeah.
Don't bring it in. Just leave it out there.
Dreaming more.
Because that's what I feel like he's here for. Is like he literally when she talked about the dude in the basement, and then you see creepy Kevin's in the basement. Like I literally see a kid chained in the basement, bloody and in the basement.
Really? Oh yeah, she sees a lot of kids here.
But he's like in his 20s. I mean, he's a kid.
Yeah.
But he was beaten and put in the basement in chains. Now, back in those days, you know, you could do, especially having a brother as a cop.
Yeah.
And his brother, I think, this is just what his brother was, and he wasn't. He ended up being the face, and he ended up being the wrong. You know what I mean? And so he feels guilty, and the other dude's gone. But somebody got shot. And it was a woman.
I could feel something weird on the stairs.
She's smaller, right?
She might have been small. I don't. She had a dress on, so it's sort of hard to like understand. You know, like.
When I was coming around the bend, you know how it has that like pillars? She was kind of tucked, like whoever it was kind of tucked right behind the pillar.
Yeah. She's shy. She's like
Yeah.
she was like a quiet. What up? There you go. That explains it. Now that's probably the miscarriage.
Oh,
That's
the
probably
miscarriage.
what happened.
Yeah.
She got shoved down the stairs and hurt and miscarried because she's coming here to say somebody's
Yeah.
baby dead.
Right, yeah.
That probably makes sense.
Can you hear me?
Not anymore. I don't hear
Not
anything.
right now.
No, but I felt like vomiting a little while ago, so I wonder if that's some of these words are. There's something that happened in that closet too. I hate to say that. Something weird about that closet.
Told you that light string up there, like that. If you
There's
go in there and you
something
look up.
weird about that
We
closet.
can open it. I mean, yeah, it's a little dirty, you know. It's a small place, so.
Oh, he looks in that window too. That's probably what it is.
It probably is, yeah. I tried to. I always keep this one.
Do an EVP in there.
Yeah.
Try
I'm
that.
lost.
You ever hear
I
knocking
lost
on that door?
No, I never have.
I'm just gonna go in the closet by myself.
The ceiling, like right where the pole is, there's something like attached to the pole, like it's like there's something. It's old. So like I was like that's
There's
like
something different about that closet.
I mentioned to her, I was like the pole is really neat.
I don't want to say like.
That's what I thought. I literally was like the pole. I was like the way like it's hanging, and I was like that's
It's going off. I can hear it going off.
But it wasn't successful. It was like they were looking around.
Yeah. Only lasts about 6 months there. And I was like, really? He's like, yeah, since I moved out. He's like, I lived there for 18 years. And I was like,
I wonder if that's that woman.
yeah.
You want to throw up. I mean, it gets to that point of like so far.
Yeah.
I want to throw up. Like I'm hot. Literally like that kind of like
Yeah.
like a very overwhelming. That TV is off the charts. Why does it crack?
That doesn't do that. I don't know. It did do that in my old place, like in, you know, I don't know.
Do that again. You're gonna have to try that again in that closet.
Okay. You want to do it?
I don't know what to ask him.
Oh, well.
I get really chilled in here. Whose jewelry is that? Some of my grandma's, some of my aunts, some of my other grandmas.
it's all from?
Friend.
I mean,
Is any of it antique?
oh, like antique.
Do you have people that like stay with you all the time?
Please come back.
No.
No.
No, I've done this for so long that I don't even know how to explain my brain. I don't know how to explain. There's dams, I'll walk into somebody's house and know what's there, or, oh, turn left instead of turn right, and I'll know to turn left instead of turn right. And I follow that. Oh yeah, oh, absolutely. Like, I'll sit up and I'll like, oh, 1, 2, 3. Noah's calling. And right at 3, Noah will call me. My son will call me.
Do your kids like have your gift?
Not quite like, yeah. I mean, you met them all. They don't quite have that. They like what,
But you never know. Your grandson might.
Oh,
Yeah.
River definitely has it. Oh, River is I see River as the incredible. When he was
This is
born, he
my
used to
place.
talk to me before he was ever born. He would talk to me, show me what he was doing. And he's 18, 19 years old. He's 12 on here, like a kid. But he would show me like how he levitates out of his crib and that. And my son-in-law, sometimes he just says he's different than our children. Like he puts things back he's gonna be a year old, and he puts it away, like, a kid puts it away at a year old, like,
Yeah. And I feel like he looks like you so much.
oh, really?
Yeah. When I see his pictures,
He's so sweet. He's an interesting character, and I tell him all the time, he's gonna end up just like, no, we can't remember you, no.
This is my place.
We're sharing.
It's such a weird thing to say for an Oregon. But,
Anything I can like get or do that will protect this area from that thing that is hanging
no.
out? Okay.
This is my
I don't
place.
think there's anything you can do with him. I think he's brought to this world. I don't think he wants to be here.
Yeah.
I don't think it's anything that, I don't think he hates anybody here.
Yeah.
It's just he doesn't understand why he's here. He wants to go home, but probably
He
misses
gives me
me.
a weird vibe.
But he's not of this place.
I don't think so. He gives me a weird vibe.
He'll eventually make a crack and probably go back through eventually. But it could be another 100 years before he makes it through, or anybody even. I mean, you'd have to be a strong
Right.
magic
Yeah.
portal
Yeah.
person, and I don't know.
You like know when people are gonna die.
No, some people. I just think it's sort of weird that ticks for like 5 minutes, and then it doesn't
It'll
tick
stop.
for a long time,
Yeah.
and then it'll tick again.
Yeah. Even there were days like when I've been in here and yeah, there's like no tick, nothing. So I know it's not the TV. I looked at TV before and I was like,
I don't know why they won't touch the REM pod, or if what it is, or
Right.
what it would be. Because I really
I feel like
don't
he just
feel.
doesn't- I don't think he likes the TV though, because he does turn it off. He doesn't like the and, and he's turned it off several times now. And that's the only show he's like turned off. And I'm like, I don't know what it is about him, but
I don't know. She's evil. That's what he says. She's evil. Or it comes to mind. She's evil.
Have you ever talked to like children out